Good afternoon, smokers, and welcome back to Cigar Talk by Rafael. So, before I talk about this episode, I just want to know what's going on. It looks like in Florida, God messed around with the climate settings. It's not pleasant. It's very, very, very cold right now. It's about 45 degrees, and it's going to be dropping to like 30. So for this video, this is going to be episode 2 of the Fuente portfolio review. And in this video, I'm going to be smoking the all-time classic, the Arturo Fuente Hemingway, the signature size. I'm not going to talk much about this cigar because I don't want to come off as biased. I will admit this is something I've been smoking for a very long time. It's something I enjoy smoking very much. And if you haven't seen it yet, I encourage you guys to go follow me on Instagram and check out the Instagram. Because remember, there's going to be reviews that are going to be long format, like this one right now, right? Where I'm going to smoke the full cigar on camera. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the cigar live. I'm going to give you some thoughts at the end to summarize what I thought of the cigar. But what I will be smoking on a daily basis, those are just going to be quick reviews. It's just going to be literally a picture of the cigar I was smoking, some quick notes on flavor construction, all that stuff, and the rating. So if you want to keep up with what I'm smoking, what I'm enjoying, what's not so great, what's not so good, go check out my Instagram. Because for now on the YouTube channel, we're just going to be doing the portfolio reviews, right? And the first portfolio we're reviewing is this Arturo Fuente portfolio. So with all that being said and done, let's see what this cigar has to offer. All right, so right at light up, we get some notes that are a little bit familiar from that 858. There's that strong note of cedar that comes with Fuente Cameroon. There's so far a very, very, very mild spice, almost like a cinnamony spice. I wouldn't even characterize it as a pepper. Maybe it's a white pepper. So far the burn line is a little craggly, but I don't know if you guys have smoked many of these perfecto style shapes, but when the place in which you light the cigar is so tiny, when the tip is so small, sometimes the burn takes a while to like correct itself. So I'm not judging it harshly on that yet. If it keeps going like that, I'll probably correct the burn myself in a little while. For now, the pepper's amped up a little bit, and I'm still getting the strong note of cedar. There's a mild, very, very mild sweetness. It dries out the palate a little bit. So I'm gonna see you guys in the first third. Welcome to the first third of this Arturo Fuente Hemingway. So I realized I forgot to talk about the makeup of the cigar in the first clip of the video. So I'll do that now. But this cigar is made in the Dominican Republic by Arturo Fuente. It is Cameroon wrapper over Dominican filler binder. Yeah, man. And it's delicious. As you can see, the burn line's not the prettiest. I did have to correct it because it didn't self-correct as I went. The ash isn't the prettiest, so it'll lose some points for sure for construction. And yeah, it's a really good cigar. The cigar is 6x47, if I'm not mistaken. It's a perfecto, and so far it's delicious. It's nothing mind-blowing, but I'm still getting those cedary notes. I'm still getting a slight sweetness. It's been augmented a little bit towards the end of this first third, I'm getting a little bit of brown sugar. The white pepper has subsided a little bit. It's still there. So I'm going to classify this cigar as medium bodied, pretty smack dab in the middle of medium if you ask me. And yeah, so far, still producing a lot of smoke. Now, a little bit of that signature Fuente funkiness is appearing. If you've smoked a lot of Arturo Fuente cigars, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. In this third, there's also some almost like campfire, real like roasty, almost like a freshly roasted coffee note that's appearing. It's very, 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 very nice. So I'll see you guys at the end of the second third, and we'll see what happens from here to then. So welcome to the end of the second third. Let's give you guys a look at the way it's burning. The cigar was canoeing a little bit on me. It was burning a bit unevenly, so I had to correct the burn line one more time. So how has the cigar changed from one third to the next? The sweetness has subsided. The roasted coffee flavor is still there. The funkiness has definitely become the prevalent note in this third, as opposed to like the cedar. The cedar has also subsided. I gotta say, I'm not enjoying this third as much as the first third and the beginning of the second third. I definitely believe in the final half of the second third, the cigar transitioned in a negative sense a little bit. It got a little bit worse. It's still a great cigar. I still wouldn't say it's unpleasant. It's just, it was performing a little bit better in the first third and in the first half of the second third. Still getting plenty of smoke. I still get a little hint of cedar, but it's just mostly that funkiness again that's prevalent. The pepper subsided somewhere at the beginning of the second third, and it hasn't reappeared. I'd still classify the cigar as medium body, and the band's coming off. I didn't talk about the draw in the first third either. This cigar has a solid draw. It's like almost airy. I'd say it's just a perfect draw. Draws very well. There's no resistance, but it's also not airy like a box press is airy. It's just a good draw in general. Yep, I'm getting a little bit more of that roasted coffee flavor. The sweetness is almost fully gone, and it's still, this cigar has, you guys have probably noticed some cigars dry out the palate a little bit. Some cigars make you salivate. This cigar definitely dries out the palate. So let me just take a little drink of that coffee. By the way, guys, it's really cold. I'm losing daylight and also losing heat. It feels like every minute I'm out here, I just get colder and colder and colder. I'm gonna ash it real quick. Yeah, man, this is a really good cigar. I really enjoy it. Every time I smoke it, I like it. Yeah, so I'm doing these reviews, but it's not like most of these cigars, especially with the Fuente portfolio, I've smoked everything already. So this is just revisiting these cigars with you guys and sharing the reviews and my thoughts with you guys. So with that being said and done, I'll see you guys at the end of the final third. So welcome to the end of the final third. So far, the cigar is still performing great. Some notes on the construction. In this third, I did not have to correct the burn whatsoever. As you can see, the burn line is like slightly wavy. but it's good. There's no issues with that. In this final third, the coffee note has made a nice comeback. It's become the primary flavor note of the cigar. The cedar is back, but it's like a secondary flavor note. The funkiness is more of an undertone. The sweetness hasn't returned of the cigar. I'm still getting a lot of smoke out of it. A good construction note on this cigar is that even though I'm pretty close to the burn line, the cigar is not hot. It's very common for cigars at this point to get really hot towards the end on the final third. This one's not getting hot at all. I could even hold it right underneath the burn line without burning myself. It's not getting bitter, it's not getting sour. So overall, it's a cigar that does not drop off in the final third, which is very pleasant. So, taking into consideration its flavor, construction, I'm going to put the cigar right at the B tier. Why B tier? Very good flavor, interesting transitions. The first third was spectacular. I got all that sweetness, the cedar, the coffee. In the second third, I got that Fuente funkiness was the prevailing note. It had a little bit of a dip towards the middle of the second third, but it picked back up again in the final third. So it picked back up, but it still wasn't as good as the first third. The first third was definitely the highlight of the cigar, but I was very happy to see that in the second third, the funkiness subsided a little bit and the coffee note came back in strong. So yeah, this is a solid B tier cigar. The construction wasn't bad. I did have to correct the burn a couple times, but it didn't bother me. It wasn't anything too egregious. It wasn't anything that hindered my enjoyment of the cigar in any way. Yeah, so I'm giving the cigar a solid B tier. Thank you guys again for coming around and watching. Thank you for sticking for this episode of Cigar Talk by Rafael. If you guys are enjoying the videos, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Remember to follow my other social medias, especially the Instagram, guys. Go on the Instagram, because the Instagram is where you're going to be getting nearly daily content. The Instagram is where you're going to be able to follow my thoughts on everything I'm smoking. And I will say, like, dropping a little wink wink now, towards the end of the year, like all the other cigar guys do online, I'm going to be making a top 10 or top 20 list. I don't know how many I'll do, but it's going to be based not only on the cigars I smoke here in video, but also the cigars I'm posting on Instagram. So if you want to see how the list might be progressing or how it might turn out, I suggest you guys really take a look at my Instagram. But that's all for this review today, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you next week in another episode of Cigar Talk by Rafael.